Yeah, this is Articuno EX's best deck in Pokemon Pocket, and it's also the best deck for Starmie EX. And in fact, you'll often hear this deck referred to as a Starmie EX deck, because really this is the driving force behind this deck as one of the best cards in the entire game. Starmie EX is just a great early game aggressive bully style card. That 90 damage for 2 energy is super efficient. 45 damage for energy is really high in this game, and more importantly, it's just online super fast because it only requires 2 energy to get going. So you can get this down early and just start deleting your opponent's Pokemon. On top of that, this has a retreat cost of 0, which is crazy rare and actually sometimes very valuable as well, being able to kind of pivot between Starmie EXs or bring in an Articuno that you've been loading up. So don't sleep on the value of a 0 cost retreat. You'll be surprised how often that matters. Now, we've also, of course, got the Articuno EX, which can be another way to just run people out of games early if you're able to get Blizzard going quickly. It does require 3 energy, but of course, that's why you've got a card like Misty in here, which can high roll and give a bunch of energy immediately. And that means sometimes Articuno will just solo the game, which is funny because there's another Articuno deck that's a solo Articuno deck that's also pretty good. So, you know, you can kind of play that style almost if you hit the Misty high rolls. And do keep in mind, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean hitting 3 energy off this. Like, 1 energy can make a big difference, as you'll actually see in this video, and certainly 2 energy can help it get it going really fast as well. So all in all, you just have 2 great Pokemon that can bully out opponents early, but still also can go a little bit long as well, just because 90 damage is a lot of output here, and there's enough flex and utility in this deck to make some cool plays. Now, when it comes to this deck's overall standing in the meta, there are a lot of people who rank this as a tier 1 list. For me, I put it in just a little below that. I think this is more of like a high tier 2 deck. Basically, this weakness to electric type Pokemon can be a bit of a problem with all the Pikachu EX out there. Water decks have a hard time when there's just so much electric type Pokemon floating out. That can make some little differences that incrementally add up to a notable disadvantage over time with this deck. That said, against the rest of the field, this can be pretty competitive, can really race people down, and can certainly get a lot of wins. So still a very powerful deck, one of the best 3 or 4 decks in Pokemon Pocket, thanks to Starmie and Articuno both being pretty solid options to play into early and still give you some of that late game depth as well. So all in all, this one's pretty fun and pretty darn good. I'm confident at flipping heads. That's funny. I'm not. I never do. This deck in particular, I feel like really exposes that. I feel like it's really tough. You are going second. Okay. So like a Misty for 2 here would be the dream, dude. Give me that Misty for 2, man. What we want to see. Don't evolve this yet. Red card actually looking really good right now. Big ol' hand. Don't play anything. Oh, Moltres. Okay. Charmander again. Okay, well, red card looking worse, I guess. All right. Oh my good god, dude. Are they running Arcanine in here? What the heck, dude? Retreating into the Moltres, sure. I like it. Get that Inferno dance going ASAP. We're gonna try to kill this though, like just kill it in 2 maybe. Starmie, you're not really here at the right moment exactly. Yeah, we're gonna go Misty, dude. I want to start bullying. Misty for 2. 2. I am confident at flipping heads. That's not ideal. I mean, 1 helps, right? We'll take anything we can get, but it's definitely not ideal. At least we do start to get chipping in some damage. Like, it doesn't create like a Giovanni out though, you know, like we can only hit for 90 next turn, so it's like 100 still. Kind of a double Blizzard breakpoint almost. Could maybe do something with Sabrina, but it doesn't really help much. They did use an X-Speed already, so it might not be bad. Dude, are they confident in flipping heads for real? Let's see. They're confident, but oh no, dude. I can see why they're confident. Good god, man. Do we think they really have the Charmander EX in hand? There's no way, right? It's too early, man. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I think we Sabrina this though, right? Because they bring in the Charmeleon. There are only gonna be a 3 on the Charizard, which does actually still have the potential to hit pretty hard. But I can kill it pretty fast too, right? Like I don't know. I think there's a chance they just bring in like a Growlithe. Grow. That's its name. Basically, you know, I want the Inferno Dance to kind of go away, right? I want them to have to work for it a little bit. So, well, this is intriguing too, right? Do we just take a point here and let them get the Inferno Dance again? That does mean at any given point, if we can kill a Moltres, we're in a decent spot. We also put this Moltres on a Giovanni out, right? Because we put it at 90, and then we have 80 and 10. So actually, it's pretty sweet, isn't it? Yeah, actually, this is pretty great. Because you can't have both Moltres and Charizard EX in the active spot, you know? So it's like, you got to pick your poison here. They could X speed this out. Would be the one thing, I guess, would be kind of annoying. You can't Giovanni and Sabrina on the same turn, obviously. Potion. Ooh, okay, that does change our math again, unfortunately. Potion is not great. They also do have the Charizard EX, okay. Which is ready to one-shot me next turn. Start. Okay. Dude, what's crazy is I don't even have a... I'm gonna get one shot. I don't have a backup Pokemon right now, dude. There we go. Okay. Okay, we got a Pokemon. What do you know? We still don't have a Starmie line, though. I guess we put this to 20. I really wish I didn't have Professor's Research there, because if I could Giovanni and put this down to well, no, I'm putting this down to 30. If I could put it to 20, I would have a Blizzard 2-tap on the bench. But instead, I'm just gonna have this Charizard EX come in and one-shot me twice. Like, I just can't beat this Charizard EX, right? Because it's going to 5, which is really what it needs to be. So I think we're just cooked, right? I don't see a path here. The red card would have been so much nicer if we'd known the Charizard EX was in hand, you know? I think that's kind of what really hurt us. But it was like tiny hand, hard to know, right? Hard to know it's worth it, so... I mean, we do hit this thing really hard, but it doesn't matter when it's one-shotting you. Wait, they did, hold up though. They didn't, oh my God, wait, they didn't have an X speed. They used the energy to retreat. Which means if I draw Misty here, and I can get to 3 right now, we can actually 2-tap this. There's also Sabrina, but it's definitely not as useful. I mean, it takes a kill. Charizard comes back in and hits for 60, but I don't, do I have another Sabrina? Did I use one early, right? I used one early, yeah. So I don't have another Sabrina, so I can't kill this Charizard unless I did it right now, which makes, this is impossible, right? I can only hit for 50, which is actually 70. Oh, actually, I guess, does Giovanni next turn let me kill the Charizard if I top deck it? I hit for 90 next turn, right? And I hit for 70 here. Or, well, more than 90, but you know, whatever. You know what I mean? 90 base plus any weakness. Them using the energy to pull out the Moltres might actually make a difference here, man. I don't know. Because now the Charizard only goes to 3. Bro, the Arcanine is crazy. I love that there's an Arcanine EX in here, dude. That's cool. I mean, we have oh, they're retreating the Charizard into the Moltres, dude. This is so sick. If we go, dude, I really hope this freaking this Charizard does not get loaded up again. I'm gonna be so mad. Sabrina here, all of these are, oh, okay, good start. Oh God. Sabrina here, all of these are EXs, so they all give me the points I need. The question then really becomes like, how quickly can they retreat these out? Not that easily, right? I don't play another Pokemon, right? Because it puts me at risk of Sabrina. They've only played, yeah, they haven't played any Sabrinas yet. So they played X speed, 1 X speed. Just thinking like if they give Charizard enough energy here, they can't bring it in because that ends the turn, right? So there's no way. Can I just 2-tap the Moltres, you know? It doesn't have to be the Charizard, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a... I think this is fine, right? Like, if they retreat this into, like, the Growlithe, for instance, just to buy time, then we're okay. Because we can Sabrina it out, and the other 3 all die. They gave energy to the Charizard, though. They are going to X-speed this out and put in the Growlithe. Or Articuno EX now, sorry. You know what I mean. Oh, they're putting in the Charizard hit for 60. That doesn't do it, yeah. I think it's really, really important that we did not put in a backup Pokemon, by the way. I don't know how important that is, but we hadn't seen them play a single Sabrina, right? I think there's a really good chance they just had Sabrina and that won us the game. You don't always need you don't always need a backup Pokemon, right? If yours is safe, that's always nice. I'm glad we got a win there though. That felt very stacked against us for a moment. All right, dude. Yeah, Articuno Misty has been carrying today. I mean, this has barely felt like a Starmie deck to me today. I feel like in the past when I played this a lot, I was like, oh, dude, Starmie's the jam. I love Starmie. Starmie's how I win. Today, it's been the opposite. It's like, dude, I've barely seen Starmie today. All right, so opponent's up first. Pin Urchin. We're not too worried about that right now. They want Pikachu EX up there, but they're getting some good basic Pokies here, so that's sad. We're gonna just try to kill this in 2, you know. Misty into Blizzard would be great. This might hit our Staryu for the Starmie EX. I don't think we deviate though. I mean, this is fine to put in. You know, if they want to go for a Sabrina, we don't mind having the Starmie in. It's okay. So we just really want 3, baby. Just give me. We'll take 7. I don't care. Give me 7. Give me 0. So this is a bit of a tougher decision, right? This deck doesn't have an X speed. It's really hard to get the Articuno out. We know we're gonna start taking at least 60 from Pikachu pretty soon. Without another Misty, it's really hard for me to get like there's I'm having a debate in my mind right now. It's like, do we let the Articuno die? I don't think we can, to be honest. I think if we get to the point where it's just Starmie EX versus Pikachu, we're pretty cooked. It's too close to 1-to-1 basically on the math that it's just like you have to kind of hope they don't get enough damage, like, you know, 60 and 60 kind of thing on the EX, and that's maybe enough. So normally here I would be thinking a lot about red card with hand size, but they haven't been playing any basic Pokemon. I think they usually play them. They might have held one. There's no really distinct advantage here to play it. My question is, do we Sabrina this? We get to hit for 40. This is kind of nervous, but you know, they're not going to give that 2 energy. We're not worried about Peck here. We are a little bit worried about 130 health. It's also a pretty cheap retreat for them. So we might just be wasting kind of 40 damage. I wonder if for now we're just better off bullying the Pikachu a little bit. Just hit it for 40. That creates at least a Giovanni breakpoint. I mean, the Articuno's not dying next turn, right? So, if we hit, well, I don't even need Giovanni. What am I saying? That's not a Giovanni breakpoint. That's just a breakpoint, bro. I was thinking 90. I know how to do math. I'm an expert at card games, and I'm very good at math. I'm a professional player. I've been doing this for 10 years, bro. Well, that denies a Giovanni breakpoint. Do they have the basic Pokemon here? Oh, they don't. Oh, they're pulling in the Starmie. Okay. That's a free retreat for me, so it doesn't really change much for us. It's almost like it's kind of tanking this 60 for free, or 80, I guess, with a weakness, of course. So I still get to pull in the Articuno. The problem, I guess, is like, how much is this Articuno really delivering? You know, I mean, it's enough that it's got to happen. We know that. Do they have another Sabrina? Like, if they finish off this Starmie, are we cooked? Are we in trouble? I can't get it out of range of Pikachu anyway with Potion, right? It doesn't matter. Because we can only push it to 70, and we know it has weakness to Pikachu, so yeah, we'll just hit for 80 here. I mean, like, technically we're lining up okay. The Zapdos needs quite a bit of energy to be a threat, so it's fine. I don't think there's a reason to use the Giovanni right now. Sometimes you just weave them in because you can and you have the bonus, but here it just doesn't seem important. Are they really missing on a basic? Oh, there, they finally hit one. Okay. So hitting us for 90, then Pikachu's dead. But I'm also kind of dead, but not really, you know, like Zapdos is their next significant threat. They put energy on Zapdos. They're committing to that over like the Electabuzz or whatever. These have low health totals, so they can't really commit to these too much right now. I mean, obviously they might have evolutions for them, but anyway, they already started lining up the Zapdos, so that's gonna be their next Pokemon, and it dies in 2 hits from me. Can I stay alive for 2 hits? Not really, right? Even this hits for 40 now. I only live for 1 hit. Does that mean I'm cooked? Are we dead? I guess we can Sabrina out the Zapdos though, as long as I do live for 1 hit, right? Like, that's all that matters. If they have a Giovanni, I guess I'm dead, right? It's for 50. But I can't stop that. I don't have a way to stop that other than red card, but I mean, I guess red card does technically reduce the amount of cards in hand, so it also might give them an evolution though. Like they haven't really, I don't know, man. Maybe they're planning a Giovanni. It's just like, you just have to play the numbers on hand size here. I think it's kind of impossible to read more into it sometimes. Okay. So 50 is enough to survive a Zapdos Peck. And then maybe we go from there with Sabrina, right? I will say, I mean, I guess we're not even actually technically dead either, are we? My God, I just realized, like, we're not even dead. They haven't even taken a point off me yet. I was acting as if this was a lethal blow, but it's not yet. So that's actually kind of chill. So even if they do have the Giovanni here, we can just bring in the Starmie and Sabrina and still hit for 90, right? And then we're good to go, which is exactly what's happening. Did we give them the Giovanni or did they top deck it there? I didn't see. I wasn't watching. I didn't see it. So Starmie is still lethal against both of their bench Pokemon, and we only need 1 point, so this is totally fine. Yeah, it's kind of nice to get these wins against electric decks. It's really tough, right? Like, you know, weakness is significant. So all right, cool. This is definitely, you know, a risk of running a 1 point Pokemon in your deck. I mean, obviously Pikachu EX decks have to. They need good basic Pokemon to fill the bench for Pikachu EX. Totally worth it. Best deck in the game, I think. But it is, you know, it is one of the downsides, is like, you leave that 2 and 1 break point as opposed to demanding 4 points out of your opponents, right? A lot of decks demand 4, so those 1 point Pokemon, especially unevolved ones like that with low health totals, left us an opening basically we wouldn't have otherwise had, which is pretty cool. All right, yep. No Misty, but got an Articuno at least. Zapdos and Blitzel. All right. So unfortunately, this doesn't feel fair, right? Like, we're weak to this, but it's like, nah, I'm not weak to you, bro. Get real. All right. So Peck hits us actually pretty hard, honestly. Ooh. Next turn, though, we could just go for the Misty. If we get the Staryu here, though, I think we want to go for Starmie, right? Still has that weakness, but just far easier acceleration on this. Red card, I don't know. They didn't play a lot of basic Pokemon, which a Pikachu EX deck typically wants to do. So I don't think they have a great hand full of basic Pokemon. I don't think I want a red card right now. They don't do much here. It's probably just worth it from a hand size standpoint. They're at 5 cards. Red card push them down to 3 again. It's usually pretty great. They're looking for an evolution on the Blitzel with a Zebstrika. It does mean we need to be mindful of our bench pretty hard here. I mean, it's the one problem we have right now, I guess, is that Articuno is really hard to retreat right now, so maybe loading it for the Misty is still better for us, just given the it's kind of impossible to retreat it. So yeah, let's just Misty here. Let's just get 3 on it. It's gonna be great. I'll take 2 even, man. Honestly, I'd take 1, but I really want at least 2. Okay. 2 felt important here to me, honestly. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna red card because that hand size is just crazy, right? Like, we don't know. We might be helping them a little, but ultimately, net resource wise, it's a big swing. So even if it gives them access to like a Pikachu EX or something, we just know that they're gonna have less total utility. So Giovanni next turn does actually finish off this Zapdos minus any healing. So that's kind of cool. Like, if we red carded away a potion, for instance, we can just one-shot this Zapdos now, which is pretty cool. 100's also kind of good against Pikachu EX, although you do need to be mindful of its own Giovanni. So, they're not giving it any energy right now, though, and they also don't have a full bench. So I think we're okay on that front. I think we just go. Well, no, we need a potion up to 80 for sure. 60 is not a crazy breakpoint later. Honestly, we could even go higher right now, but 80's fine. We just want to make sure we Giovanni this. We're very, very happy. Pikachu getting hit a little doesn't hurt, to be honest, but not super important. All right. Great math. So I think they go ahead and bring in the Pikachu EX, right? But it's kind of dying really fast. They don't have any way to accelerate its energy or anything right now. So yeah, I'd say they're in a pretty tough spot there. That's just such a clean hit for us. Dude, that Misty, I'll tell you what, dude, like, yeah, you want the crazy high rolls, but just 1 energy sometimes, man. That's all it takes sometimes, is that 1. 1 can really change the game just because of attacking priority, basically. 1 is, don't sleep on how important 1 energy is off Misty, right? Going second. All right, Articuno double Misty. All right, we got some chances here, team. We got some big potential hits incoming here. Oh, hey, yours is prettier than mine. I have that too, though, but sadly only 1. That might not be true anymore. I built this deck a while ago, so let me have another one. Pokeball. And it's quite symmetrical, man. I do have a fancy Giovanni. I'm running the base one for some reason. Dude, Pokeball, Professor's fantastic opener. Give me a red card for once, dude. We got a mirror match here. They definitely have a much better hand than we do for it, I'll tell you that. Do we just go for the Misty, guys? Just the Misty home run. We're gonna go for it. I trust. I just want 2. It's really not asking much, Misty. 2? I believe in you. I know you can give me 2. It didn't even like tease me. It wasn't like rolling around a little bit. It was just like flat, dead on tails. No thanks, man. Okay, Misty again. I trust you. Dude, opponent's hand is just so insane. Like, where is our red card? Where was our red card? That giant hand they had and nothing out of it, man. Brutal. All right, Misty, we're going again, dude. It's like too late now, but you're gonna do it for us. I know you are. I know you are, Misty. Hey! Oh, well, okay. It's actually fine, I guess. We don't really need any more anyway right now. So we're like, a little ahead on damage output here, but ultimately still in a tight spot because that Starmie EX can really start hitting hard. That said, they've loaded up energy in the Articuno, not the Starmie. This one can get kind of stuck. Yeah, nice. This can get kind of stuck because it's hard to retreat it. Like once you commit energy to it, you kind of have to lean in. So it's like, that just shows how when you, which turn you're on, like going second versus first, and like a slight Misty acceleration, right? Even one energy can put you dramatically ahead of the opponent.